everyone. Today we are going to start new topic of class 11th, that is data representation. As you all know that computer understand only the language of zeros and one. A little bit I have explained regarding this in previous chapter as well, but today we will do all these things, how computer able to understand whatever we are writing in our English language, and computer is able to convert as well as able to understand, and how it is going to convert that all things we are going to learn. First, if you see, that is digital number system. Digital number system, we all know in digitized data we have only two numbers, that is 0 and 1. Except this we don't have any other number, right? So if, for example, even if we are adding two numbers, we are going to enter 2 3 4 4 3 7, like this we are going to add two numbers. Then these numbers should convert it into the form of zeros and 1, then only computer is able to understand. Now when any number we are writing, as you all are very much aware of mathematics, you all know that if I am writing any number, this will be the ones, this is the tens, and this is the 100. If I'll add one more digit here, this will be the 1000, and so on, 10,000, then lakh, 10 lakh. You all are familiar with the number system. So same number system which you people are following in mathematics, that number system we are following in computer as well. So this is called decimal number system, the normal numbers which you have. When we convert these numbers into digital number system, that is known, that is basically only two numbers, that is 0 and 1. But computer, the first number, whatever your first number is, that is called most significant digit, MSD. Means this is the most significant digit, and the last number will be called LSD, that is least significant digit. Remember, these terms we are going to use when we will convert our numbers into any of the following number system. We are having other number system as well, which we are going to learn today. So digital number system, only two numbers, that is 0 and 1. You may find this chapter new. This is new concept, obviously, though I have explained in my previous videos. But the thing is, this is very interesting topic, so listen me very carefully, you are able to understand each and everything. So digital number system, where you have only two numbers, that is 0 and 1. And remember students, whenever computer gets 0 as a bit, that means no. You are not going to get any result. No, false, whatever other names you can give to that simple no, that is 0. And whenever computer gets 1 as input or output, that means true, means you are going to represent the data in one or another form. So these two numbers only we are going to use. Now in this we have two number system, that is decimal number system. You all know that these are the decimal numbers. You might get confused because in mathematics you are going to call these are decimal numbers, right? Because here you can see the decimal. What numbers it is called exactly in mathematics? These are the fractional numbers, because you can write this like this, you can write it. So these are the fractional number, and this is the whole number. So this whole number or even this number will called in computer decimal number system. Your way of writing this ones, tens gets changed. I hope you all remember your mathematics techniques, ones, tens, hundreds, whereas in decimal number it is going to start from right hand side, ones and tens. Now you have one separate MSD for this number and one separate MSD and LSD for this number. So these numbers will be split whenever we are going to work in computers. Okay, now come to, in decimal number system we have 10 numbers, that is from 0 to 9. How many numbers are there? 10 numbers. It will start from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The basic numbers you have in mathematics. Whatever the numbers after that, like 10, 11, that numbers will the combination of these 10 digits will be only. So we have these 10 numbers in decimal number system. Next is binary number system. You all know in binary number system we have zeros and 1. So digital number system consists of two numbers, decimal number system where we have 10 digits, and binary number system where we have zeros and 1. Now let's learn how to convert it. How we can convert any decimal number to binary conversion. This is our decimal number, this 43, right? This is your decimal number. Now here you can see its base is 10. Why its base is 10? Because this base is representing that this is decimal number system. How many digits we have in decimal number system? We have 10 digits. So this base is representing that this number is a decimal number. Now there are two methods to convert this decimal to binary. Let's learn how we can convert this decimal number to binary number. Now there are two methods. What two methods are? First method which we are going to do, that in that you have to take powers of 2. Now you know whenever you are going to take, if 2 raised to power 1, we will start from number 1. What you are going to get? You are going to get 2. If you will raise to power it by 2, you will get 4. If you will get 2 raised to power 3, your answer will be 8. If it is 2 raised to power 4, its answer will be 16. If it's 2 raised to power 5, your answer will be 32. If you are going to take 2 raised to power 6, it is 64. Now here you can see this number is an odd number. Whereas whatever the power you are taking of 2, that always will be even number. So you cannot have any odd number when you are taking powers of 2. So that is not going to make any difference in our output. We have 43 our decimal number. Now here I have taken power till 6. You can exceed as many as you can. That is up to the number which you have in the question. I have 43. This 43 is less than 64. That means I only need 2 raised to the power till 5. I don't even require this 2 raised to power 6 because I have 32 which is less than 43. If I take 2 raised to power 6, my value, the value of 2 raised to power 6 is 64. But my number is 43, so I don't need 2 raised to power 6. Okay, if you have here 143, in that case you need to increase your 2 raised to the power, whatever the number you are going to get, so that you can have this 143. So that entirely depends upon the number which you are going to get. Alright, now this 32. So my first bit which I am going to get will be the number of 32. Now how I will get this 32? When I did this 2 raised to power 5. Okay, what you have to do? You have to take the power, that is 5, and add one number in it. Only one number, that is 5 plus 1 equals to 6. As I have explained you, MSD and LSD, that is most significant digit and least significant digit, right? Now this is your most significant. Place. Place means you are going to write 1 at 6th place and rest of the places will be 0. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this is your 6th place. Why you wrote 1 here? Because you did whatever the power you got at the end. 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay. Now after this, what you are going to do? Now you need next power. For that, what you have to do? 43, that is your original number, minus 32. What it will be? It will be 11. Right? Now you got this 11 number. How you got this? So how many powers of 2 you need for 11? You can see that you need 2 raised to power 3 for this, because 16 is greater than 11, but I need a number which is less than 11. So less than 11 is 2 raised to power 3. Right? So 2 raised to power 3 I'll get if I'll use 11. Then again 3 plus 1 equals to 4. That means at my fourth place 1 will come, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 and fourth place will be 4. Now 4 when I have this, again I need to 11 now we have to minus 8 from this 11. 11 minus 8 will be 3. This will be what we are getting, 3. Now 3, what is the less number than 3? That is 2. That means 2 raised to power 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2, means at second place 1 will come. So 1 and this is 2. Now all together you have to write the bits. This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 1 and then 10. And in every number we have added 1, right? So here we will write 1 and now just add this 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So this is our binary number which I'll get after converting this decimal number. This is decimal number and this is binary number. One more example I'll give you of this. So one more example is here, that is convert 200, that is 10, means this is decimal number which I am going to convert into binary. Now if you can see 200 is the number, so I have to take power till 2 raised to power 8 because that will be 256. So 256 is the exceeding number of 200. So how many powers I need to take of 2? That is 7. So 2 raised to power 7 is 128. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just subtract 200 from 128. What I'll get? 2, then 72. Now for 72, I think so I need to take this 2 raised to power 6 because 72 is exceeding number 64. Okay. So 2 raised to power 6 equals to 72 minus 64. What I'll get? I'll get 8. Right. Then now I got the same number. So what I'll have to take, that is 2 raised to power 3. That will be equal to 8. Now here I am not going to subtract it. Why? Because I got the exact number. If my number is exceeding, only in that case I have to take the previous power. Now if I'll get the same, I'll just stop my conversion. Now when we are writing 200 minus 128, power is 7. 7 plus 1 will be 8. That means at 8th position 1 will come and rest will be 0. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here 2 raised to power 6 plus 1 means at 7th position I get 1, rest will be zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here 2 raised to power 3, that means plus 1 equals to 4, which means at 4th place will be 1 and then rest of the places will be 0. Now simply add it 0, 0, 0, 1, again 0, 1, 1. So this is the binary number for 200, which is the decimal number. So this is the very easiest method which you can do. Now we have one more method with the help of which we are able to convert our easiest method to convert like any of the number. Now here if you observe, in the previous example I added 1 at the end. Here I did not. The reason is, Here I got the exact number, that is 2 raised to power 3, 8. Whereas in the previous one, still the number which I got, that was not the exact. Still I was taking 2 raised to power 2 or whatever the number is. So according to that, you have to take, when you are getting the exact number, at that time you don't need to do it plus 1. Have a look at the second method of converting decimal number into a binary number. Now this is again one of the most easiest method. Same number I have taken, that is 2. Same number I'm going to divide. You all know how to divide. Divide 200 by 2, remainder will be 0. 100 again by 2, remainder will be 0. 50 by 2, remainder will be 0. But when you divide 25 by 2, remainder will be 1. 12 by 2, remainder will be 0. 6 by 2, remainder will be 0. 3 by 2, remainder will be 1. Right? Now what you have to do, you have to move from bottom to top. That is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. So now you can match your answer. This same answer you got when you were doing with the previous method. So these two methods we have, with the help of which we are able to convert our decimal number into binary number. Now same number, if you want to convert it, now this is your binary number, right? This binary number, if you want to convert it into decimal number, how you can do? On the top of this binary number, you have to write counting, simple counting, that is to start from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Now 2 raised to power 7 into 1, if the bit is 1. If the bit is 0, in that case you have to write 0. Plus 2 raised to power 6 into 1 plus 2 raised to power 5 into 0, because bit is 0 now. Plus 2 raised to power 4 into 0 plus 2 raised to power 3 into 1 plus 2 raised to power 2 into 0 plus 2 raised to power 1 into 0 plus 2 raised to power 0 into 0. Right? 2 raised to power 7, how much it will be? 2 raised to power 7, 128. 2 raised to power 6, 64. 2 raised to power 5, though it is 32, but when you will multiply 32 by 0, answer will be 0 only. Here also 0. 2 raised to power 3 will be 8. This will be 0. This will be 0. And here 2 raised to power 0 is 1, but 1 into 0 is 0. 128 plus 64 plus 8. Add this. 8 plus 4, 2. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 6 plus 4 is 10. 200. See? We got our answer. Same number, you can convert into decimal. Even if you want to convert from decimal to binary, that also very easily you can do with the help of this method. We have two methods in the previous one. That is, when we are converting from decimal to binary, we have two methods. But when we are converting from binary to decimal, we have only this single method. Okay? Now, how you can represent characters in memory, whatever the things we are writing. I hope you all remember that I told in my previous video, whatever the characters you are going to press in the keyboard, whether A, that is 65. So now you know how you can convert that 65 is a decimal number. How you can convert it into binary number, that you all know now. So that computer converts when you are pressing capital A. If you are pressing small a, in that case computer will get the code 97, which again will be converted into binary number, because computer only understands the binary numbers. Now, how we can represent? Basically, we have three types of character representation in memory. That is ASCII, that is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. As you all know that all of us are maximum using Microsoft products, that is Windows operating system. And in computer, when you did HTML, you all were writing spelling of color C-O-L-O-R. Though from your childhood you are learning that spelling of color is C-O-L-O-U-R. The reason is this, because in America, as we are using American product, Microsoft Windows is an American product and their color spelling is C-O-L-O-R. That's why in HTML we are writing C-O-L-O-R in place of L-O-U-R, because we are following their code for information interchange, that is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Now, other operating system like BOS is an operating system which is developed by Indians. So for that we need to have ASCII, that is Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. Similarly, now if we are going to use this ASCII, we are only going to have Indian languages, not English language. But we need English language as well, or we can say that we need all the languages of the world so that we can do our programming in whatever the language we want to do. So what computer experts did, they made one code that is known as Unicode. Unicode means universal code, which is going to represent all the languages of the world. ASCII code is going to represent only American English. ASCII is going to represent Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Bengali, whatever the other Indian languages are there. But Unicode is going to represent English, Hindi, Punjabi, French, Dutch, whatever the other languages you have in the world, that all languages is going to represent by this Unicode. But remember that language should have manuscript. It should have some grammatical rules, only then it will be considered as language. And if that language has a manuscript, then only Unicode is going to represent it. Now, the way we did decimal number and binary number, similarly we have octal number system. Octal means 8. That means we are going to represent 0 to 8 numbers. 0 to 8 will be 9, but we need only 8 numbers. So we are going to have 0 to 7, which means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In decimal number, we are dividing it by 2, right? But in octal number, if I want to have any representation of number, so I will divide it by the number 8, because I am using octal number system. Similarly, we have hexadecimal. In hexadecimal, we have 16 numbers. Now you will say we have only 10 numbers. How we will represent 16 numbers? So that is very simple. 0 to 9 will be 10 numbers. After numbers, it is going to take capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, capital E, capital F. 10 numbers, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If you want to represent any number in hexadecimal, just divide it by 16. The same method, the way you did your decimal numbers into binary, similarly if you want to have your octal number represented in the form of binary number, just divide it by 8. If you want to represent your hexadecimal numbers into binary numbers, then you have to divide it by 16. Then the output which you will get, that will be the combination of numbers and capital A, B, C, D, E, F. Remember these 6 characters, that too only capital we are taking in hexadecimal number system. Okay, though you have only binary numbers in your syllabus, binary to decimal and decimal to binary, so that I have explained. With this, this particular topic, that is data representation, is complete. So do practice of this a lot, then only you will learn. And I hope you all understood this method. Thank you.